Hello YouTube, this is the Oz Commander, and I'm going to be doing a DLC review for the new semi to speak, because it's already been released a month ahead of time for the Xbox, although for the PC I think it came out like 3 or 4 days ago, and for the PlayStation it came out I think 2 or 3 days ago. We're talking about the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim DLC Dragonborn. Alright, now this DLC is for the PlayStation. It was $11 for Australia. I think it was $10 for America for the week only, which I think is around 3 more days, because I think I've had it for around 4 or 3 days. And this DLC talks more in depth about the Dragonborn legacy and helps establish a new Dragonborn, a previous one. It doesn't say how far back this Dragonborn is, but he's a previous Dragonborn who has been locked away in this mystical land, so to speak. And it's like a weird, creepy island. It reminds me a lot of Alice Madness, if you've played that game. It's like a platformer. It's a strange world, and you get there by reading what's known as a black book, which, when you open it, I think there's 7 of these books. You acquire 2 of which through the main story campaign, which teleports you into this land where the Dragonborn is. It's just there's not really much to say about the location of the DLC. I haven't played Dawnguard or Hearthfire because I played it on the PS3, which those 2 DLCs haven't come out yet. They come out in 2 weeks, Dawnguard, and next week is Hearthfire. So I haven't played them, so I can't give terminology for them just yet. But obviously I will be able to for Dawnguard and Hearthfire. If I do a review for Hearthfire, I'm not sure if I will, because it's not much of a DLC. Alright, so this DLC takes part in an entirely new island. I think it's more on the offshores of Morrowood than it is Skyrim. But it's similar to... You can teleport in and out from both this DLC and Skyrim. You can travel there by boat. You first acquire this DLC from just talking to the villagers. I talked to a guy in Riverwood. Actually, I didn't talk to anyone. That's a lie. Sorry. All I did was walk into the everywhere of the markets, and there was 2 cultists for the forget the Dragonborn's name. Wow. The Dragonborn's name starts with an M. It's not Markarth, because that's the name of the city. Markar? I'm not sure. It starts with an M. And yeah, you talk to him, and the cultists I'm talking about, not the Dragonborn. And they're pretty much saying, "You're not the true Dragonborn. I'm going to kill you." And then once you've killed them, you pick up a note explaining who these guys are and what they're trying to do, and from that you travel to a place I think it's near Solitude. I think it's near Solitude, and you catch a boat down to this island. Now, when you arrive there, you'll notice that everyone is a little bit not brainwashed, but has lost their memory in past events. They can't remember a lot. They're having a little bit of hallucinations. And there was one guy when you just come off, who I was laughing at. He didn't know what was going on. I was like, I'm not sure. I don't know. For every question that you asked him, it was quite hilarious. So that's how the DLC starts off, and then you go around the back, and there's a statue of what these people that have been brainwashed are building, and they don't even know why they're building it. You can't. There's a guy there who calls you up, and he's actually interested to see what they do when they finish building this, how they'll go apart their lives, and you will see later on what happens when you either destroy or let happen these statues, and the Dragonborn who will come forth, who is trying to come forth from these statues that these people are building. So that's pretty much the start of the level. Now it's funny because the DLC adds quite a few new features. Obviously there's side quests, main quests, story quests, And if you're just going to stick to the story-based quests, it's around 4.5 hours, maybe 4 hours, which is around about the average for a RPG DLC. But the funny thing is, it's Skyrim. What you do? Everyone does DLCs with the main quest. If you were to just do the normal Skyrim quest, with story quest, without doing any of the side missions, that'd probably be like 10 hours. It's not a. Oh, pardon me. It's not a long DLC. Not a long game. But what makes it long, what turns it in from a 10-hour game to a 110-hour game, is the side quests, which, to be honest, I didn't play a few. I played about 3 or 4 of the side quests. That was mainly to get black books for the trophy, which was relatively fun. Let's talk about the trophies. There's 6 trophies. I'll quickly list down the trophies of what I can remember. Sorry if I miss out 1 or 2 of them, but this is what I can remember. There's, I think, 3 story-based missions. There's one where you have to tame and ride 5 dragons. You have to collect 5 black books. Learn 3 words of the dragon aspect shout. And there was, I think, 2 more. No, 3 more, because there was the 3 story-based missions, and there was 6 regular ones that have nothing to do with the story. They're more side quests. Oh, craft something out of this new ore that is found from mining, and craft it into a weapon or any description. I think I crafted it into a bow. And that's basically how you... Oh, I have such an itchy nose. Sorry. And that's another trophy. There's 2 more. Sorry, I can't remember them at the moment. Now, the armor that it adds, like I just mentioned, there's a new ore. This armor is around the same strength as ebony armor, which, from what I can tell, is the 3rd best armor in the game. I think Daedric is the best, then dragon scale armor, and then ebony. I think it's on par with ebony, regular without legendary, but it's more lightweight. Which, if you're into that, if you're into like the dragon scale armor, where it's a little bit lightweight, you can move faster, but it doesn't protect as much, you might be into this armor. I'm not sure. I like the Daedric armor where it's more heavy. I mainly use the Daedric sword, and most of the time I was using a frost ability, which I never used. So I ended up using a healing spell on my left hand, which I found more effective and easier to use. What I really like about the DLC is, you've probably heard of this, you can ride dragons. Now these dragons, you saw me fly one of the dragons if you've seen the playthrough. If not, you can go check it out. Sorry about the quality. Some of the videos have a little bit ring of around the box, which is unfortunate. I'm trying to figure out why some do that, some don't. But anyway, riding dragons. Now that's I like the fact how you can auto aim them onto certain enemies. What I don't like about them is you have basically no control over where it flies. You can't direct it to go forward, you can't direct it to go across. For example, you saw me ride one, which I could get to lock onto enemies, and then it flew automatically. But when I went back, maybe there is a way, actually, I take that back. Maybe there is a way and I just don't know of it. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, I'm not sure, but I couldn't seem to figure out a way. I was trying all the other buttons to figure out how you make him leave or move, but I couldn't seem to figure it out. So I'm just going to say that you can't, because that's what, if you can, then it should have explained it better, and maybe said it a couple more times and helped direct me. But yeah, from what I tried with that dragon and the other 5 that I had to tame, but I think I did tame more than that. I was counting. Anyway, I have heard of some glitches with it, that I think happened to me. I think I had to tame and ride about 6 or 7, not 5. But anyway, that's basically the whole premise of the DLC. There's not much else I can talk about. There are side quests, there's story quests. I told you the intro, I don't want to tell you the end of it. I told you the length it goes for. So now, I'm going to give it, on a scale from 1 to 10, my opinions on the DLC. Now keep in mind, I'll go through the scale again, 1 to 10, and list you what roughly the DLC is, what it's good for. Now, 1 is completely and utterly destroyed, basically. No one should play this game or DLC or movie. You will have no enjoyment whatsoever. It's basically broken. You can't play it. 2 is no one should play it, but it is playable, so to speak. You could play it if you wanted to, and you wouldn't. But it's not a lot of fun. I don't recommend anyone playing it. 3 is again playable. I don't recommend it to almost everyone, but there's a certain bunch of people that that if they want to, they can play it. 4 is, again, similar to 3, I don't recommend it to anyone. The only people that get enjoyment out of this game is the fans of the game, and even they won't enjoy the experience to the extent of what they hope they will. 5, average game. It's not good, it's not bad, it doesn't innovate anything, it doesn't detriment anything, it's about in the middle. 6 is slightly better than the average game. It does a little bit of innovation, but not much. You may get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, but not too much. It's more of a rent. I recommend this as a rent. If you like the game, then buy. 7 is so half. Some people should buy it, some people shouldn't. Definitely depends on what type of game you like. 8 is, I recommend most people liking it, but some people will not enjoy the game, but overall it is still a good game. 9 is, I recommend this to everyone. It's an outstanding game, you should buy it. And 10, I don't think any game's worth a 10 so far. Pretty much pitch perfect, nothing wrong with it, no glitches, no nothing. This is best game of ever material. So now on that scale, from the DLC, what would I rate it? I think I'd have to give the Dragonborn DLC, from the duration of the DLCs, not games, and the fact that if you've seen my PlayStation All Stars review, I gave that one a 5.5, I'd have to give Dragonborn a 8. I recommend it to almost everyone. They love the game. Although there is a small portion who might not enjoy the game. A very small portion. I do recommend it to everyone who has the game. But then again, some people may not like RPGs, yada yada. So that's my feelings. Thank you for watching the review. And if you enjoyed the review and you want to see more gameplay or video reviews or video game reviews, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.